I think for me, what I love about donuts is that they're kind of a vessel for anything. You can be as imaginative as you want. We've done a savory donut here. We've done a couple savory donuts here, and that kind of throws people for a loop. I love that there's endless possibilities. You can take any flavor profiles you want and apply it to a donut and make it something brand new every time. My name's Tracy Owens. I'm the COO and owner-operator of Voyageur Donuts. I was raised in Arizona. I've been kind of all over the place. My husband is ex-military. He retired 10 years ago from the Air Force, and we decided to give Duluth a go after we left North Dakota. We came and visited, and we were like, well, let's give it a shot. I had been an executive chef over at Lake Ave, which is actually right across the hall over here. I'd been there for about 4 years, and then I did a short stint as a chef over at Alto Pino down on Superior Street. Voyageur Donuts was initially the brainchild of two of my partners, Ian and Dan. So I would love to say I was excited right off the bat. Initially, Ian had contacted me, and I said no multiple times because I wanted to go into ownership in a restaurant environment. But once I met with Ian and Dan, the excitement of what we would be able to do here and their initial vision really got me on board. And at that point, I met them in person on site here. It was completely empty. There was nothing in this shop, not even flooring. And talking through everything got me really, really excited. So I ended up saying yes right on the spot, and we went from there. So for people that don't know, we're located in the old Northern Waters Smokehouse. They moved downstairs when they outgrew this. Part of the exciting thing about being here is Canal Park has such a great tourist community, but there's also a huge local community that is starting to come back to Canal Park. We feel really special to be a part of that, especially being in this location, to have the history of Northern Waters, to see what they did here, and to be able to take that on in our own special way and continue that throughout Canal Park and throughout DeWitt-Seitz, which is this great building, which is a nice historic building that has had food in it forever. My favorite donuts here, my favorite is the hot dish. That was one of the first things I came up with when we were talking about the menu. And that is a cheddar potato donut. It's got house-made top potato cream cheese on it, and bacon and potato chips. And part of the reason I love it is because it throws people for a loop every time they come in. We have people that are like, absolutely not. I'm not eating that. And then others that try it and they fall in love and they come in every day and they get it for breakfast or they get it for lunch. Other than that, my favorites is honestly every seasonal we do every month, because we get to work as a team and come up with things that are really fun and really eclectic. And then we get to change it out every month and keep everything new outside of our regular menu. We are starting to see our regulars daily, which is kind of fun. One of our regulars is named Steve, and we see him almost every day. We actually have a donut named Steve, not after Steve, though. We also have pup cups. So some of our regulars are dogs that work in the building or just come through to get donuts in the morning with their owner, and then they get their little pup cups. So we have lots of fun with that. Our DoorDash orders are very strange. It's one donut, maybe two donuts, and that's it. And they DoorDash them. It's a very interesting thing. Yeah, we've got our standard menu, and then every month we change or we add like 3 to 4 donuts. Change them out based on holiday, season, anything we feel like. Sometimes this one is something that Alex, the bakery manager, has been talking about for a while, so we kind of made this one come to life. Yeah, it's a fun thing to keep us busy and keep us creative so that we don't get bored. What Danny's doing right now is one of our monthly donuts. It's a banana split donut. So it's the first one we've done that's got fresh bananas actually in the donut itself. And we have a couple fresh fruit donuts, but this one's got fresh bananas, chocolate topping, strawberry, and vanilla frosting on top. And then we do rainbow sprinkles to make the whole thing look and taste like a banana split. I think the biggest hardship would be we're in a very small space, and as we get busier, we're learning and growing, and there's going to be stumbles. We take our quality extremely seriously. So anytime anything leaves this building that we don't like or that we hear that somebody else doesn't like, we pivot instantly. The biggest thing we want to do is please everyone. I think one of the interesting things about Duluth, I've been here almost 10 years, and being able to work in this industry and see the food culture grow as I have is so much fun. There's so many new restaurants, so many new offerings. Being able to be part of the kind of newest group of offerings in Duluth is fantastic. There's many great bakeries. We've collaborated with a couple of great bakeries here. Currently, we're the only one that is focused fully on donuts and coffee. And I think that gives something new and unique to Duluth, and especially to locals that maybe haven't been down to Canal Park in a while, which we're really excited because we are starting to see a lot of locals come back down here. I think the fact that it is a small town, but it's also large, so it's a large enough place that you can make a footprint here, and you can get to know a lot of people, and it's small enough that it feels like a community on a daily basis. And obviously the lake and everything else is beautiful around here.